He listened to it every night. 2 minutes, 16 seconds. A voicemail, saved on a phone he no longer used, from a number that would never call again. And every single time, he stopped it before the end. Because some regrets hurt more when you finally hear the truth. His father used to call every Sunday, always at the same time, 7:30 p.m., like clockwork. And every Sunday, his phone would light up with the same name. He always saw it. He always knew who it was, and almost every time, he let it ring. Not because he hated his father, not because they were fighting, but because life always seemed louder. There was always something more important. Work emails, dinner plans, laundry, fatigue, tiny excuses that felt reasonable in the moment and unforgivable now. Sometimes he'd text, "Busy tonight, I'll call tomorrow." Sometimes, "Can't talk right now." And sometimes, he'd just stare at the phone, watch it ring, and flip it face down. Once, during dinner with friends, his father called twice in a row. One of his friends laughed and asked, "Does your dad always call this much?" He smirked, rolled his eyes, and said, "He gets lonely." Everyone laughed, even him. His father never knew about that moment, and years later, that memory still made him sick. His father never complained, never guilted him, never got angry. He would just call again next Sunday, like he always did. At first, he told himself it wasn't a big deal. His father understood. His father knew he was busy. His father knew adult life was complicated. There would always be next week. That's what he believed. Until one Sunday, the phone didn't ring. He noticed immediately. 7:30 came and went. No call, no voicemail, nothing. He stared at his phone longer than he wanted to admit. Thought about calling, almost did, but then thought, "I'll do it tomorrow." Tomorrow came, and before he could, his aunt called instead. Her voice trembling, barely able to speak, and the moment he heard her crying, something inside him already knew. His father had suffered a heart attack that morning. Gone before anyone found him. Gone before anyone could help. Gone before anyone could say goodbye. He dropped the phone, sat there frozen, unable to breathe, unable to understand how the world kept moving when his had just stopped. Gone before he made one final call. Or so he thought. The funeral passed like a dream. Blurred faces, black clothes, voices he couldn't process, hands on his shoulder, people saying things he'd never remember. He stood there numb, unable to cry, unable to think, until later that night when he got home, sat on the edge of his bed, and opened his phone. That's when he saw it. One unread voicemail sent the night before, 11:47 p.m. His hands froze. He stared at the screen for nearly a minute before pressing play. At first, nothing, just static. Then, his father's voice. "Hey, son." He stopped it instantly. His chest tightened so hard he thought he might throw up. He couldn't do it. Not yet. Maybe tomorrow. But tomorrow became the next day, then the next, then weeks, then months. He wanted to hear it, needed to hear it. But every time he tried, the pain hit too hard. So instead, he replayed only the first few seconds, again and again and again, just enough to hear, "Hey, son," before stopping. Like somehow, if he never finished it, his father was still speaking, still waiting, still here. Almost a year passed before he finally did it. One sleepless night, rain against the windows, apartment silent, heart heavier than usual. He stared at the phone in his hand for a long time, then whispered, "Okay," and pressed play. This time, he let it run. "Hey, son, I know it's late. You're probably busy again." A weak laugh, the kind people make when pretending something doesn't hurt. "I just wanted to hear your voice tonight." He closed his eyes instantly, tears forming already. "I know life gets busy. I know you've got your own world now." Pause. Then, "I'm proud of you, you know." He broke, tears streaming, hands shaking. "Even if we don't talk much, I hope you know how proud I am." Another pause, longer this time. Then his father's voice softened, older, smaller somehow. "Truth is, I've been feeling a little lonely lately." His breath caught. "House gets quiet when you get older." He covered his mouth, unable to breathe. "I know I call a lot, probably too much." A small, nervous laugh. Then, "I guess I just miss you." Silence. And then the final words, words that would haunt him forever. "Anyway, call me when you can." Pause. Then, softly, "I love you, son." Message ended. He stared at the black screen for what felt like hours. Then, the crying came. Not quiet tears, not graceful tears. Ugly, broken, animal grief. The kind that tears through your chest when reality arrives all at once. Because in that moment, he realized something unbearable. His father hadn't been trying to bother him, hadn't been nagging, hadn't been interrupting. He wasn't calling because he needed anything. He wasn't calling because he was complaining. He wasn't calling because he was lonely and pathetic. He was calling because he loved his son, and he missed him. That was all. All those ignored calls were just a father reaching for the person he loved most in the world. And every single time, he let it ring, thinking there'd always be more time, thinking tomorrow was guaranteed, thinking love could wait. Now, every Sunday at 7:30, he sits alone in silence. No TV, no music, no distractions. Just him and the phone. And at exactly 7:30, he presses play and listens. All 2 minutes, 16 seconds. Every word, every breath, every pause. Not because it hurts less now, but because pain is all he has left of that voice. And sometimes, after it ends, he talks back, quietly, like maybe somewhere his father can still hear him. He tells him about work, about life, about things he wishes he'd said sooner, about how sorry he is. And every week, before standing up, he whispers the same thing. "I'm sorry I didn't answer more. I'm sorry I thought there'd be time. I love you, too." Because the cruelest part of losing someone is not always losing them. Sometimes, it's realizing too late how many chances you had to love them better while they were still here.